Now let us see the students. So last time we have seen the charging of a metallic sphere by induction. At that time there was a single sphere and it have been made positively charged. Now we are discussing about the charging of two metallic spheres by induction. Both the spheres should be oppositely charged. One should be positively charged, another should be negatively charged. How it is possible? So let us see this method. As you can see in this diagram, there are the two metallic spheres which have been held on this insulating stand, and we remember they should be in contact. There is no charge at all to hold the two metallic spheres A and B on insulating stand and keep them in contact. Now in order to induce the charges, we consider a positively charged glass rod. You bring this positively charged glass rod very close to the sphere A. Then what will happen here? As you know, metallic spheres are made up of electrons. Then electrons get attracted towards this rod, because of which on the left surface of the sphere A, sufficient amount of negative charge will come, and on the right surface of the sphere B, due to deficiency of electrons, the positive charge will induce. We will bring a positively charged glass rod very close to the left side of the sphere A. So the free electrons in the spheres get attracted towards the rod. This develops an excess of negative charge on the left surface of sphere A and an excess of positive charge on the right surface of sphere B until an equilibrium situation is established. So what is the meaning of this equilibrium situation is established? As soon as the negatively charged electrons are coming towards the rod, then on these negatively charged electrons, due to accumulation of this negative charge on the left surface of sphere A, there will be a force of repulsion. And due to positive charge of this positive charge, there will be a force of attraction. So on this newly coming electron, when the net force will be zero, then no more negative charge will deposit on the left surface. There will be sufficient amount of charge will be there. And this sufficient amount of negative charge here, sufficient amount of positive charge here, because of which on the newly coming electrons, the net force is zero. Then at that time, the spheres A and B are said to be what in equilibrium situation. Thereafter, in order to keep the charges on surface A and B as it is, we have to hold the glass rod nearer to the sphere A and make a slight separation distance between the two spheres. Separate the two spheres by a very small distance as shown in this figure. The two spheres are found to be oppositely charged. They are found to be oppositely charged. One having positive charge, another having negative charge. Thereafter, when you remove the glass rod, as you can see in this diagram, so when you remove the glass rod, then the charges on the spheres get redistributed such that the opposite charges faces each other. So you can see here, when the glass rod is removed, then the charges on the two spheres get redistributed such that the negative and positive charges faces each other, and they apply the force of attraction. Until here, there is slight separation distance. But thereafter, when you make a quite more separation distance, so when two spheres are separated quite apart, then the charges on them uniformly distributed such that on the entire surface of A sphere negative charge and on the entire surface of B sphere the positive charge will induce, and thus you can see the two spheres are oppositely charged by the method of charging by induction without this positively charged rod coming in contact with any one of the spheres. And this is the charging by induction of the charging of two metallic spheres. Okay.